Hi, Mark here again. Uh, from the last time we talked about the things we're going to go through as we go talk about Python in this series. Now, we would emphasize on writing good codes, refactor where necessary, take long line of codes and break down into pieces that we can really understand or someone else will be able to read and understand. Then we'll look about real life cases of the codes that you're going to write, where you would need to write them. Then there are different aspects of programming or different concepts of about programming. Procedural codes, you just bundle, write everything as you like. Then functional, you take the write functions. Then object-oriented programming has to do with classes, bundling your codes and presenting them as objects. Okay. Now, the concepts here will be very useful in your quest of being a web developer or an analyst, although we're not going to be building a website from this or analyzing data, but what you will learn will be very, very, very useful, I promise. Now, of course, if we need a laptop and of course the Python software, you would also need an integrated development environment. A very good IDE would really enhance your workflow. I can't stress this enough. And of course, you need data. Over the course of coding, you're going to come across problems, issues that you would need to solve. And if you don't have data, it will be very, very, very frustrating. So, and as a hint, one of the sites you would need to check would be something like a Stack Overflow. Now, this is a community of developers where questions regarding different issues in coding are being asked and solved. Okay, you can check out Stack Overflow. The site is right here. All right. Now, back to what we were. Back to Python. Now, what is Python? Now, Python is a general purpose, high level programming language. Now, it was created by Guido van Rossum. And if you're wondering who this guy is, here is the guy, the genius. This guy here, the genius. Okay. Now, Python comes in different flavors. The one we're going to be using, which is the most popular and the official one, is the Cython. There are other types, Jython, which is a Python running in the Java environment, Iron Python, Python in C Sharp, Way Python, and so on and so forth. You can check them out. If you just Google Python, the different types, you'll get the different flavors of Python. And if depending on the particular project you want to work on, but most times when we refer to Python, we're referring to this Cython, and that's what we're going to be using. Now, one thing we talked about motivating you by Python, and this is why you would want to learn Python. Amongst the reasons, that is, now Python is easy, concise, and very, very, very readable. Now, look at this code right here. You want to declare the name, you want to store the name of a person in a variable called name, and or let's say you're trying to assign a 5 to a particular number. You want to print, like this example of a Python function. Now, you see how easy these things are. Now, this is the equivalent code in C++. Look at this above, the codes here and the ones below. This is Python and this is C++. You see how tedious this is? You have to write this garbage, do this, do that, and so on and so forth. See how complex this is. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. What you can, the stress you would go through learning C++. And how easy it will be for you if you learn Python as the first language. You can actually move on to other languages, but understanding programming concept via Python would actually make your life easy, seriously easy. I know the weight I lost while trying to learn C++, okay? Now, also, Python is an interpreted language, meaning you write the code and you get the results immediately. You don't have to wait for it to be compiled. All right. Then one other good thing about Python is that the memory is automatically managed. When you write codes, they are stored in memory. Okay. Now, Python manages that for you, unlike C++. Also, Python is dynamically typed, meaning you don't have to declare the type of the variables you want to use. The interpreter is able to figure it out. Now, for example, now look at this place. Now, name holds a string in this place. If you don't know what a string is, with time we would learn that, okay? Now, but look at this other side. I have to tell the compiler that this is a string, and look at the code below. I have to mention that this is an integer. Okay, that is how strict these types of languages are. C++, C, Java, and the rest. They are so strict about that. Python is not so. Okay, you declare your variables on the get-go. All right, then of course Python supports procedural object-oriented. You can group your codes into classes and so on and so forth, or into functions. Then we'll also look at talk about Python's versatile use. You can build a website with Python. You can run machine learning algorithms in Python. You can embed Python in other languages such as C++, as well as Python is one criteria for some companies in terms of setting jobs. Okay. Then one thing, Python is also scalable, meaning you can build small applications as well as large applications with Python. Okay. Now, a particular web framework that is small in size, if I were to use the word, is a Flask. Another one that is so large is Django. So you, as well as different applications. For example, Inkscape, which is used to create graphics in Windows, is made with Python. Then also, Python is popular. If this is the only reason you have to learn Python, Python is very, very popular. Now, if we back to the previous slide, this talks about the growth of Python. Now, over the years, Python has been growing in popularity because of the use of Python in so many areas. Now, if you look at this chart over here, you see that over the years, Python has been growing. Let me increase this. From 2012 down to 2018, you can see the growth rate of Python. And it's still growing, and Python is going to keep on growing. Right? Now, let's move forward. Okay. Now, uses of Python. Python has so many usage, so many. Like I mentioned Inkscape earlier. You can use Python to analyze data, to make desktop applications. You can use Python to introduce programming concepts like I'm doing. You can also use Python to make games. Yes, you can use Python to make games as well. Then machine learning, which is related to artificial intelligence, you can use Python for that. You can use Python for mobile development, for multimedia applications development, for network programming. Those of you who want to go into security, Python is also there for software testing, for web development. Now, learning Python is a very huge advantage to a developer. Being a Python programmer is like standing on the bank of a river. You have limitless opportunities. So many areas you can go into when you know Python. Now, along the line, as we make progress in this course, there are other videos I would make. I would talk about how to analyze data with Python, then also go through a series of courses on web development with Python. I will be using Flask framework as well as Django. I'll also introduce you to HTML5 and CSS3. Then we'll look at JavaScript along the line, introduce you to React and so on and so forth. Then we also look at Arrow language, which is also used for data analysis. All right. Now, thank you so much for sticking out to the end of this particular video. You can look at the social links there on your screen. Like my page on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, and as well as subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for watching. Do have a nice day. Thank you.